don't stop. Cause Ghetto Funk's got to beat the show shot. Ghetto Funk with the rhythm, you don't stop. Cause the squad has got to beat the show shot. Terry, 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 Terry.
Hey again. This will do nicely. I'll have the guys put this in the repair shop and we'll get it replaced soon. Here, your reward. Are you ready for the next job? That would be incredible. I'd love to see you try. Go ahead. Just please don't break anything. Come back when you're done. I'll see to it that you're paid. Hey again. Incredible. Well, that's the birds fully repaired then. Only one last thing left to take care of. I hope you're a good negotiator because I might need you to talk to some slimy individuals for this next task. Our vertibirds run on fuel that is hard to come by nowadays. We've been able to refine maize into a low-quality alternative fuel source, but we need big quantities. You could either secure us at least 30 units of maize, which would be enough for emergency evacuations, Or you could work out a deal with one of the big players in town for a more steady supply. I'm sure you can imagine which one I'd prefer. Either way, I'll make sure you get paid for your help. Any questions? There are a lot of traders willing to help, but we'd need something consistent and sustainable. I'd suggest heading to the Fargo Trading Company by the motel. They seem pretty capable. Although, I can't say I know a ton about their goings-on. Make sure they aren't shady people before you sign us up. I mean, if you can scrounge 30 maize together, that should be enough to get the birds out of here in case of emergency. We wouldn't be making any trips to Vegas anytime soon, though. See you soon.
Got business here. We already do supply maize to Fort Weston. We feed the entire fort, which is a difficult task, I assure you. We will need to raise the price per unit by, let's say, 20% to offset the increased demand. I barely know who you are. You don't have much business sense, huh? You'll need to find someone else to work with. Tell whoever sent you, you're lucky we don't cancel. Got business here. I'm assuming the middlemen you're referring to are Fargo's competitors, right? I think we can work something out. But as you may know, Mr. Stanton has made quite a few enemies back west. How can we be certain you won't turn around and stab him in the back like Fargo is doing with these middlemen? And why wouldn't we just go with their competitors, the Crimson Caravan Company? Yeah. Got business here. We will. Everything we do at Casa Stanton is critical to NCR operations. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey again. Can't say I'm excited to work with Stanton Farms. Now we'll just have to see if the brass will let us get some proper pilots over here to fly these things. If they ever get through the mountains of approvals necessary, maybe we'll let them loose on the Legion. Hell, who am I kidding? They'll sit here until they break again. At least we can evac some troops if all hell breaks loose.
Hey, what's up? No kidding, you freaking did it, dude! The whole world can listen to Woozer now. Well, like, maybe not the world, but a lot of people. Here's some cash I set aside. It's the least I could do. Enjoy the tunes. I hope the music is a reward for you, too.
Morning.
I'm quite busy. Did you need something? I am Hezekiah, personal chef to Mr. Hightower, though calling these backwater supplies of flesh and starch cuisine is frankly offensive. I trained in Dayglow, where food was an art form, not a war crime. Mr. Hightower is an excellent employer, although I'm not sure if I'll ever forgive him for sending me to a backwater hole such as this. I jest, of course. Mr. Hightower appreciates good food, but he insists on these pointless acts of charity. I am forced to prepare my creations, painstaking, delicate masterpieces, for people who would smother foie gras in gyro sauce. It's tragic, really. Because refined talent is wasted on the poor. If you want to poach gecko fillets in citrus butter and finish them with a sage foam, you need a patron wealthy enough to appreciate the effort, or at least pay for it. Hub ghouls would rather eat canned beans with their hands. No thank you. When Mr. Hightower allows me creative freedom, I deliver elevated cuisine. Imported Brahmin marrow, hand-harvested cactus blossoms, delicate bighorn consommé. But the moment his populist guilt sets in, he insists I prepare something simple for the common man. I nearly resigned when he asked me for meatloaf. I would open a tasting salon in Shady Sands. 12-course menus, every dish a story. Each flavor profile a challenge to the senses. If you want food, the Euro restaurant down the road might serve some wasteland stew. It's quite a simple dish, so you'll feel right at home. Hello again.
Hey, you can't go into the basement. You just can't. You wouldn't let anyone go in your basement if there was something valuable, would you? You're not our neighbor. Glad you understand. My name's Isabella. Nice to meet you. Yeah. I mean, it's not a problem, right? You're not thinking of going into that basement, right? Glad you understand. Army, Caravaneer, Guard. Before you ask, Army sucked, caravanning was unpredictable. This is the only good job. I submitted an application, got an interview, had the best interview, got hired. Have you never done that before? No, it's okay. Not stupid. California's just that way these days. Well, I'll tell you that growing up in Oroville, my parents probably would have disowned me if they were alive to see me work for the Hightowers. A lot of bad business there, and you don't get to the top without screwing over a lot of people. Wasn't just Oroville either. The water merchants messed up Nextchecker, Mammoth Pool, and McCullamy real bad. But Leland Hightower has honestly been fine to me. Reliable, understanding, polite, good pay. So, I really don't care what he's done in the past because he seems content now. I guess I would be too if I owned everything. Enjoy your...
Excuse me. Hey.
Yes? What do you want? Are you new in town? Or to the NCR in general? Ah, well, I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm Leland Hightower, CEO of the New California Water Company. Is there some particular reason you're speaking to me? Yes, the nightmare that has been plaguing Baker for nearly a decade. Did you have any news? Very well. I'll send someone to handle the paperwork and represent the workers. Sounds like everything was peacefully resolved, although I'm not sure if this will speed the actual work along. I'll be honest, I would have preferred to see that the foreman properly answers for this mess, but this is a satisfactory result too. Thank you for your assistance. Here, you're cut for resolving the issue. Yes? What do you want? Put simply, we are the lifeblood of every community in New California. The previous administration botched the handling of the NCR's great reservoirs of water, so we were given exclusive control over every drop of water in New California. The hub has been the source of water to California for nearly 2 centuries. It's only right that it falls to us. It is. Water is so precious and rare that it simply cannot be entrusted to other special interests, not the private sector nor the public sector. Use for all of this must be centrally planned, lest short-term decision-making deprive us of all our water, and then, well, where would we be? Of course, civic mindedness is the bedrock of Californian democracy. What did you want to discuss? President Kimball is the personification of hub state politics, for better or for worse. Patronage over bureaucracy and underfunding of government departments, lack of federal aid to the states, corruption, obedience to moneyed interests, and a lack of social safety nets. I've spoken with him at length on these issues, but he believes that all these problems are temporary ones, or they're not actually problems. It is a difficult place to run a business. The city has been desperate for revenue since the '73 riots and was forced to increase taxes on its citizens. The state government prioritizes the suburbs over our urban working class. Rampant corruption on all levels of power impairs efficiency and erodes public trust in our institutions. And the most important high-paying union jobs continue to leave for, well, the West. The hub has always been a difficult place for mutants to live peacefully. In '73, it boiled over after police attacked a ghoul woman of the oldest trade. I have a distaste for the profession, but I also acknowledge it as a legitimate occupation. She didn't deserve that. I remember seeing the smoking downtown from my office in the Water District, and I saw the poor of the hub shoot at officers in the Heights District. So many people just left after that. The hub has never recovered. Labor unions, the spokesmen of the workers, a vital component of any democracy. Kimball has been uniformly hostile to them and has broken up dozens of smaller unions and a couple of the larger ones. In the hub, the only major union left is the Desert House Railroad Workers Union, a sharp decline and sad to see. If you wish. It is a large and growing community, centered on tourism to the Strip, military movement to the west, agriculture, and the overpass construction project. Well, there is a significant level of corruption. The Ultrajet epidemic has hit Baker unusually hard. The local police department has been apathetic or incompetent in the face of it. In addition, should the NCR expedition to the Mojave reverse, this town will enter a steep decline. Based on my information, that's closer than you might think. Something major. I've been forming connections with the powers that be for decades, and I clearly interrupted something when I got Colonel Royas transferred here. Secret meetings at hub ranches, an emergency meeting in Shady, troop transfers at Murrock and Fort Irwin. A lot of powerful people are going out of their way to not talk about it. If I had to guess, the hub is making a move against Stanton. That said, now that I've called Colonel Royas here, the trade war between them is unlikely to escalate any further. That is correct. I had to burn quite a few favors to get him transferred here from his wonderful campaign protecting lakefront property in the Sierra Nevada. There were caravan attacks not too long ago, and I thought his forces would be more useful protecting our largest supply line in the Mojave than some vacationing CEOs. It's important to the future of the NCR. Securing control of the Mojave will enable greater control of the Long 15 and enable further NCR expansion through Nevada and to Utah. The dream of a stable, peaceful civilization is in sight. And of course, locally, the annexation of New Vegas as the first true new state of the NCR since its founding will help with our economy. Its populace still uses the bottle cap, and that's something that will make the transition from the dollar to the cap much easier. More important than most people understand, it's not all military prowess. People need to feel like their currency is worth something to feel secure. They need to feel that the fundamentals of society function. If they don't, well, then society is doomed. They are a serious threat to civilization and represents a backward step to the time of anarchy and violence. I assume most people in Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado are by and large good people, so it's up to us to free them from Legion totalitarianism. Why wouldn't they? The NCR is the best hope for the wasteland. After nearly a decade of contact with them, surely they have realized that by now. It is, isn't it? It's my winter home, away from the hub. I had it built as a vacation spot many years ago. Eventually, though, I hope to turn this town into a great business center, the perfect bridge between the hub and the Mojave. It is a pity my wife didn't live to see it, but I'd imagine that she would have loved it. Very well. That is correct. My company has a net worth of approximately 215 million NCR dollars. It won't be half as impressive as putting it back in the hands of the people. It is the duty of the rich to act as the great investor of the next generation of entrepreneurs and this generation of the poor. I hope to have put 95% of this great sum back into the hands of the people before my life is over. My gift to the people of the NCR. Yes, my wife is deceased, unfortunately. A particularly aggressive cancer. My son is in training at the Shady Business School to learn how to run this company. He'll be interning with the followers in the Boneyard next year to learn how to run people. I'm very proud of him. And my daughter is a more creative type, painter and writer. They're so busy these days, I only have Cavill to keep me company.
Morning.
Got business here? Got business here? And why wouldn't we just... Got business here?
Saw another fan.
Always great to see a friend of the community. How can I help you? He did what? Oh, man. That is not at all what I had hoped for. I can't help but feel partially responsible for pushing him out of here. I need to do some thinking. Oh, yeah, your reward. I didn't forget. You can come back for more jerky tomorrow if you'd like. Oh, Bob. Why would you get yourself into trouble like that?
I knew more about what's going on in the Mojave. Seems like it's important.
Hey there, welcome to the Mad Roman. What can I get you? You ever have our big Horner gyro before? The meat's a little tough, but it's at least worth trying once. Our Caesar salad can't be found anywhere else. Well, at least not west of the Colorado. Might be a dangerous trip to ask for one in Arizona. Take your time. Hey there, welcome to the Mad Roman. What can I get?
What's up?
Welcome back. Well, sort of. This Greek food passed down to me over the centuries. It used to be a country or empire, I think. But with the war going on out east, I remembered that the Roman and Greek tend to blend together in most people's eyes. So I figure, what's the harm in renaming the place? After all, I support the war effort against the Legion. Might as well make some money from it. I know that the Romans or something, they want to rebuild the Roman Empire and impose martial law on California. I'm not too sure what that entails, but it can't be good with how crucifix-happy they are. What I will say is that the skirts are very nice. They do have excellently toned legs, real models of physique and masculinity. If nothing else, the Legion are fashionista visionaries. I can respect that at least. You're like me. It's good to meet another in this backward state. I must confess that I very deeply love the aesthetic of the Legion. All those young men in skirts and football pads. It's such a shame that they're slavers and murderers, because they really do look great. Oh, well, I understand that. What with him being from Phoenix and all, but I meant no offense to him. Heck, I even offered him a discount as a show of good faith, but his hatred for the Legion blinds him to this delicious food here. No way. This town needs something new, and Roma is unique. It's exciting. The people who want to dine in a Roman Colosseum, not a dingy shop in the desert. That is a bit in poor taste, isn't it? I guess I never thought of that. Fine, I'll cancel the rebrand, but if this puts me out of business, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
I wish I knew more about what's going on in the Mojave. Seems like it's important.
Too bad everything around here has to be so run down. Hopefully they can learn from places like this.
Need something else? Need something else? Need something else? Need something else? Need something else?
Hey. Good. I know that shit was a stressor for a lot of the troops on the 15. Looking at a big sign mocking them. Imagine coming home from war and seeing your own nation turning your fight into a tourist trap. Here, you could have some of my extra pay. Least I could do for your help, especially since you handled it better than I would have.
Welcome back. Great. I have an experiment to perform, but once I'm done, you'll be compensated. Actually, would you mind helping me? You inject the one on the left. I'll take the right. It's no good. The Ultra Stim Packs jumped them up, but they're in so much pain, I'm not sure it's possible for them to think straight. The next task is going to be much more difficult. I've discovered that the Ultra Med X was sent to a military base near Hopeville. Well, I didn't sugarcoat it. I can only authorize another 200 caps for such a dangerous trip. I would appreciate it if you went, but if you didn't, I'd understand. Thank you. I know it's not a walk in the park, but we have a real chance to do some good here. Here is the approximate route of the truck. That said, I don't know how good this map is going to be. From what I hear, the divide's all sorts of messed up.
What's up? You aren't my secretary. Not that I have one. You don't have to announce my patients for me. Any particular reason you're here and they're not? Ah, I see. What reason did she give you? They're bringing crime. They like shooting each other up. They smell bad. One of them T-boned my wagon. Ah, I get it. I feel much the same with humans whenever they decide that they want to mug me, or shoot me, or stab me. I'll treat her, by the way. I took a Hippocratic oath long ago. You can go back and tell her that I don't mind treating people who hate me. It's a chronic multi-symptom illness with no real cure. Lots of symptoms. Diarrhea, tardive dyskinesia, bouts of vomiting, headaches, severe and irregular body pain attacks, cancer, bouts of shortness of breath. A lot of troopers stationed in the Gulf of California got it, and no one's really sure why. You'd think so, but troopers from Baja typically have lower rates of battle fatigue than most of the others we're in. In fact, one of the reasons we're not sure what causes it is because the NCR veterans offices kept labeling it as battle fatigue. They lumped all the symptoms together. I'm not sure. I've treated it a lot over the last couple of decades, and I've read most of the literature we have on it. A lot of tests that OSI has run indicate that it's the after effect of nasty chemical weapons tests, but no one was testing them in Baja. Of course, something could have happened long before NCR showed up here. It's definitely something in the air. NCR Rangers were in Baja long before the troopers were. The veterans used gas masks and riot armor, and most of them were fine. And ever since gas masks were issued a decade ago, the rates of Baja War Syndrome have gone down. Ah, I heard the same when there was a cholera outbreak in the hub. It turned out that homeless people were crapping in one of the wells. What does this rumor and this real outbreak have in common? They both came out of someone's ass. NCR keeps sending people to Baja without a cure in sight.
when I say it again. What?
Evening.
What's going on? What's going on? What? I don't understand what's going on here.
You again? I'm doing this, but I'll be keeping my eyes on that damn zombie the whole time. Might as well get it over with.
Stanton's the best thing that ever happened to this town.
Ah, hello again.
Down.
Ah, hello. Alcoholism? Amidst a record crime rate and raider attacks? I'm no Shady Sands Puritan, but that's negligence. And you want me to print this to get him removed? Is that what you want? So this is about applying pressure then. That's why you have leaks, you know? To relieve the pressure. Fact of the matter is, this town is being killed because of that man's alcoholism. So, blackmail or not, the situation has to be fixed. Tell you what, I'll give you 3 days before I move on this, and then after that, it goes to the press. You go back and tell the sheriff that, okay?
Evening. I saw another family heading down the 15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination.
Evening.
Hey there.
Evening.
Evening.
What do you need? What? You can't. To the press? You're gonna just completely fuck me on this. Alright, you win. Stanton can't blackmail me on this if someone else already has removed that leverage. The only question is if you think Bub is up to the task of running this office. I just don't know. The things he believes, the world he wants, it just ain't there yet. Deputy, huh? Step back a bit. Let Bub take the lead with my hand on his shoulder? Might be nice. Alright. You tell Bub that until I'm back from the clinic, he has full authority over the sheriff's office until I return. We can work out how the paper sharing will work when I come back. He's definitely going to be leading the charge, and I'll be in the back. I know that much.
I'm on duty, so make it quick.
Did you need medical assistance? The sheriff? What will he be in for? If it's only for maybe a week or so, we can spare a doctor. Talk to Sister Mercy over in the church. See if we can get a bed there.
Hello, sister. I know who you mean. That punctures even my isolation. Tell him that he is more than welcome to come here. God bless you.
Hey there.
What do you need? All right, I'll head over there and talk to Bub. Get the arrangements made.
I'm on duty, so make it... Yes? That would probably help with the transition. I've seen Nolan sober before, and he was a fairly able trainer. Perhaps the deputy role would be best for him. Very well. Once he's medically cleared, he can report to me for swearing in. Give us a few days to sort things out. We can talk about some additional work once things are settled, if you're interested. Sure. I'm on duty, so make it...
You're back again? Who? Oh, that's right, Gruger. Big green guy who still wears his sand tee for some reason. I'm sorry, I can't help you. You're making me fall even further behind, and this backlog of claims could probably stretch across the whole I-15 end to end. You'll need to try another office. Maybe. Alright, make yourself useful. Here's a stack of papers for you to do. Let me know when you're finished. Incoming paperwork in the tray on the desk. Outgoing. This again? A bribe, huh? I would take a bribe. Tell you what, go get Stanton himself to sign off on a bribe, and get him to sign his name on the dotted line. Do that, and I'll get Kruger. Yeah, you did a great job. That's why I gave you another.
Next person who
You're back again? Look, I'm not some anti-mutant weirdo from the hub, but a lot of people here are. Senator Morales introduced a bill that would cut pensions from all mutant veterans last month. I don't think it'll pass, but if it does, how would it look if I'm the last guy to approve a mutant's pension? Personally, I think it's crueler to give Kruger the money knowing we might have to claw it all back next month. Yeah, you do that. Great use of taxpayer funds, I might add. I'll be here.
Hudson line is getting a boot to the ribs.
Any news on the town hall? Nothing pisses me off more than a vet getting dragged through the mud by bureaucratic bullshit. The DSPV is supposed to help us, not be another enemy to fight. We have enough of those. Only one way to get things done in this fucking place. Head back over there. I'll radio ahead and send an MP to stand guard while you two chat about Kruger. If you have any trouble, I'll have my troop arrest that pencil neck and I'll approve Kruger's paperwork myself.
You're back again? This again? What the fuck? You're serious? Okay, I told you I'd get to it. You didn't need to escalate things like this. I was going to do it, I swear.
Nice job. Thanks for looking out for us.
Hello again. Thank you, human. This changes things for me. More than you know. I can take care of my home now, and get a better plot for my wife. It's not much, but I want to give you this. If you ever need somewhere to stay, my home is always open. Things are fine, I think. Getting better all the time. And I'm optimistic for the future. Now that I have my pension, who knows what's in store for me?
Hey, what's up?
Hello again. The Brotherhood recently punched a hole through our investment near Lost Hills, but they were taken out in a pitched battle along NCR Grand Route 5. It speaks to increasing desperation and indicates that the siege is working. Still, there seems to be no indication that the stalemate is going to be broken anytime this year. Not from the NCR? Or just uninformed? Now, I suppose it doesn't matter. The answer is yes. A lot of reasons. None of them particularly good. The biggest one is leadership. The current Brotherhood Council of Elders is increasingly unresponsive to negotiations. Of course, neither is our... All I can say is that it's a shame that the war has been going on for so long, and I will be happy when it ends. Well, they're an extraordinarily difficult opponent. They possess an absolute superiority in technology, which has taken us decades to come close to matching. The Brotherhood also employs extensive use of bunkers, which are next to impossible to take without high casualties. Once they've been overcome, the NCR will be able to divert their resources to where else they're needed. We defeated one of their chapters in battle near Helios 1, but they have been relatively inactive in the 5 years since then. Reports indicate the leader of their breakout was Nolan McNamara, who is certainly intelligent enough to stabilize their situation. It's the junior conflict to our war with the Brotherhood in terms of resources allocated, but the reports are troubling. They indicate a ruthless, fanatical, well-trained army that is only increasing in number and boldness. We're more than holding our own in the Sonora, but the Legion looks like it's on track to take the dam. If that happens, then this place will become a combat zone. Ask them. It's one of our dominant outposts along the Long 15, and it's vital for maintaining our supply line to the Mojave. It's also the evacuation route for the NCR civilians should the Mojave be thrown into chaos. I took an oath to its constitution. I did that because I believe the new California Republic is the single best hope for peace and stability in the wasteland. Its victory over the wasteland will symbolize an end to the apocalypse and the dawn of a new, better world. A world where its soldiers will be able to rest easy and let the people run themselves. One where there's no masters and no slaves. I truly believe that, even despite all of its flaws. That's up for you to decide. Sorry, I'm not interested in discussing politics. Decades of service. The Rangers saved my town from slavers in Baja many decades ago. I enlisted to be a part of something like that. After that, I enlisted as a trooper to help train soldiers during the Enclave War. Since then, I've seen the fall of Navarro, 3 tours against the Brotherhood, and 2 more tours in Baja. Because I haven't been promoted, that's all I have to say about it. A battle in the history textbooks. After that, the NCR thought we could do anything. The spirit of Navarro symbolized something new and beautiful. It's a shame we lost it. The fall of Navarro and the defeat of the Enclave was the combined work of so many. NCR, Brotherhood, Union, Militia. I worked with the Brotherhood. They showed us their technology and we sent them recruits. There was a time in which I wore power armor into battle alongside them. Those days are so long ago. In the beginning, it was a lot more one-sided. Circle of Steel raids on our caravans and the theft of the gold reserves. Then we started getting organized. Stealth boys, armor piercers, pulse grenades, vertibirds, trucks. We pushed the Brotherhood back to their bunkers. My unit was tasked with capturing those bunkers. You need a lot of tech, top-notch training, and numbers to do so. And we had that in spades. We managed to take 2 of them, but they got wise and started blowing up their bunkers. I had no counter, and since then, no one else has either. A lot of things. Good and bad. It's a little confusing there right now. We've nearly wrapped it up though, if the reports from military intelligence are anything to go by. Ask the... At the fort, yes. My current commanding officer is General Courtney Marks at Murrock. Once the situation is adequately resolved, he will send troops to relieve me, and I will return to my post in the Vault City territory. An influential citizen in this town requests military assistance to deal with the reemergence of raiders in this sector. Otherwise, this is a fairly mundane sector. My troops patrol the roads but haven't reported any new raider activity since we've arrived. The Mojave Military Authority is led by General Lee Oliver at Hoover Dam. My troops are not presently under his command, nor has he requested their use. His Rangers counterpart is Chief Josh Hanlon. I assume Leland Hightower. He's one of the water merchants and has been working to build up this town. I had a meeting with him not long ago. We discussed high-priority caravans, R&R agreements, and troop allocations. Ask them. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, you've exhausted your options and I'm not cold-hearted enough to let you walk away empty-handed. I don't typically provide military passes to civilians, but here, I'll write up a temporary pass for Mr. Turner to head through I-15 West. When he arrives in the hub, he will need to immediately head to the local DRC office and get new identification papers drafted. Although most people give up when confronted with the great Californian bureaucracy, you got an audience with Stanton and the mayor. If you're looking for more work, come see me after you help your friend. We may be able to work together, if you can prove your resourcefulness. Hello again. And? What did you find out? Well, I figured he would. That's how Stanton is. Pretty brazen, though, even for him. He's definitely involved in this somehow. And what of Mayor Stone? Evicted, as in barred from the town hall? He's definitely spooked then. Still, it doesn't look like he's in a hurry for whatever he's planning. We may need to get the Baker police involved to gather more support and squeeze both Stone and Stanton. In the meantime, I want you to investigate the rumors of raiders hitting caravans along the road. They're a hole up around here somewhere, probably away from town and further from Stanton. My guess would be somewhere in Hollow Hills. I would highly recommend against that. You're standing in California. We don't shoot people without justification or a proper trial. I look for somewhere with multiple exits. Wherever these raiders are coming from, they're slippery. Always able to get away before troopers can make it to the caravans. I imagine they'd have some kind of exit plan in place. Maybe try the caves. Good luck. Return to me as soon as you find them.
Hey again. How's everything coming along? It's no good. I've tried. Department of Roads and Commerce. Have you never been down the 15 or something? They process all travelers coming from the Mojave and act as more of a roadblock than anything. Hell, they have 10 checkpoints from here to the hub. You have to get through all of them if you want to make it out of the desert. It can take a week for them to get to you, and another to approve your paperwork. Hence why I hired someone to do it for me. You tell me if you ever find someone who is, alright? Good for you, I guess. Hopefully you're an honest one. Alright. Hey again. No way, you're the best! I really owe you one. Here's what I've got for now. Don't forget to come by Baker later to get the rest.
What's up? You ever try that Zayton?
What do you need? All right, I'll head over there and talk to Bub. Get the arrangements made.
I'm on duty, so make it quick. Sure.
Did we have additional business? Very well, let's talk. That greedy bastard. He had a good job with a comfortable salary, and he just couldn't help himself to take more. Here, for your help. Did we have additional business? Ah, that's good. And what information do you have for me? Ah, I knew this would be an issue. So, first, here's your cash. Second, I have information for you. These raiders, they're not your typical raiders. They're ranchers. I have my sources that I cannot divulge at this moment, but I know for a matter of fact that the mayor's involved. The current mayor, I'm sorry to say, is one of my former employees. He came to me with some crazy conspiracy to take their land and kill him. I, of course, said no. I mean, I've got all this land already. When I'd heard what he'd done to those poor ranchers, I tried to get the mayor involved and take him down, but then he killed the mayor too. I understand that there's going to be a little backlash on me because of my past association. Now, I've been doing what I can to take him down, but I've come to realize that I can't do this alone. Fact of the matter is this. I am under enormous stress due to all these bullshit indictments being thrown at me and my lawyer Shep. You know Shep? Best damn lawyer in the hub. Expensive, but worth every dollar. And I gotta go with Shep with this stuff. And he tells me this. Are you ready? Frick, we both know that you didn't order these ranchers to be killed or to be kicked off their land. But I'll tell you this, it doesn't look good. So, Frick, you just sit tight, wait until they come to you, and then they'll see you're not mixed up in all this. So there you go. And when you go back to the Colonel with this, remember how I'm helping you out, okay? Well, hold on now. Here's what I'm willing to do. The fact is, one of my employees did this, so I am more than willing to help you guys out. You go to these ranchers. They're holed up somewhere to the north of here, and you tell them Stanton has a generous package for them. I'll help resolve the situation without any bloodshed, and that's something everybody wants to avoid here. But if they don't like the deal, all I'm gonna say, and I wouldn't take any prisoners. Talk to them, I'll get you the money. I'm willing to provide a one-time lump sum payment of $18,000 for the compensation of their family. That's something like $30,000. That's very generous, yeah? Of course, if they're not willing to play ball, I'm willing to pay you a substantial sum of money to, well, I'm not gonna say it because, you know. Plus an additional $6,000 per additional rancher, provided they leave this part of the interstate and remain silent about the events here. Take the briefcase and go. Once you're done, tell Royez and then come back to me. Did we have additional business?
Hold up there, stranger. State your business or get shot. Figures. The NCR will send troops to help the caravan, but not us. Not anymore. There are too many troopers there, and I'm not gonna face the full force of the barrel for shooting at them. Of course, now that I've told you this, I'm gonna need your word that you won't tell anyone else about this place. Alright then, I'll trust your good intentions. Name's Jeremiah. It's nice to meet you. You can walk around, but don't start shit. I'm gonna level with you. We're hiding out in these caves because Stanton kicked us off our lands, and we raided some caravans. Oh, hello again. All right, let's talk. Born and raised in the hub state, I was a sickly child, asthma. So my mom moved me and my sister to the frontier for outdoor living to toughen me up. My pa stayed behind in the hub, but eventually moved to the boneyard to chase union jobs. I adopted the ranching lifestyle in full, and the doctor said my lungs fixed themselves. After that, I figured it was my calling, so I kept ranching. She took work as a caravaner on the short loop, so I won't see her for the next year or so, assuming, of course, I survive this. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my son. Well, he's my pride and joy. He's got the spirit at the very least. He'll turn out great. We went from having a functional bed with a mattress to having to sleep on the floor of a damp cave. We lost everything. Nakayama had a shit ton of guns, so we armed up. We were gonna hit some of Stanton's boys, but we screwed up, hit a Fargo caravan. This isn't a hub metro. We'll be hanged for that, even if it was a mistake. The NCR isn't going to offer us clemency, so we're going down fighting. Well, I say that, but there weren't troopers guarding the cargo before. They are now. So we've been staying low. There was a man, called himself Mac. He and a bunch of those goons walked up to our ranch. They told us to leave peacefully or by force. We chose force. I sent Seth over to Beals for safety, and we shot at the intruders. Killed a couple of them, but strange thing is, they didn't shoot back. They just threw some gas bombs in the home and set it on fire. We bolted to Beals' place, but they hit that too. We regrouped with Nakayama in his cave. He's used it as storage for his guns before. He's Stanton's top gun. He's followed around by some guy named Morton. Don't know much about the other fella, but Mac was pretty ruthless. In a just world, he would be drawn and quartered. We don't live in one of those, though. He's a respected businessman, political figure. Even if it means my execution, I would kill Stanton the moment I saw him. Honestly, I don't know what the hell to think. I pay taxes to the government so this shit doesn't happen, and now it's happened. But on the other hand, I don't think the government knows about this, so maybe they're not to blame. If the government knew about it, would they help us? Have they helped us before we hit the caravan? Will they help now that we have? It's a lot to think about. The only thing I know is that I hate Stanton. Because we don't need to. We go to the ground outside the door with turpentine. They hate that crap. So, we can either use our limited ammo fighting them, or save it for fighting Stanton whenever he comes knocking again. The choice is pretty easy.
To be frank, I'm not happy with you being here at all. Still, if Jeremiah says you're okay, then we're okay. My name is Bill. The caravan is the backbone of the NCR military juggernaut and ruling class. They are the means by which the NCR takes control of trade routes and exerts imperial influence across the world. The government then uses that control to pressure everyone into joining them or simply take what they want. The power imbalance that the NCR maintains over the rest of the world necessitates revolutionary guerrilla warfare against the status quo. The NCR is the latest iteration of the owning class's attempt to subjugate the lower classes. The only way that the lower classes can win is through direct action and re-education. The last attempt failed with Cook, but the dream never dies. Not many. The ranchers you see have grievances with the NCR, but they aren't so dedicated to the cause as they are angry. Samuel Cook. He was a revolutionary out in Dayglow on the Long 15. Blew up caravans. He had the right idea before he got imprisoned in the correctional facility out east. I heard they broke out recently. Looks like the dream is alive and well after all. Yeah, I don't know. Probably hiding out in the hills of the Mojave. Never been there though. When mankind keeps settling for the lesser of two evils, an evil always wins, so I fight only one of them. The fact of the matter is, I live in the NCR, and I need to focus on NCR problems and ways I can fix them. It wasn't a legionary who stole my ranch and shot my dog. NCR wants me to fight for the rights of the Mojave, or whatever nonsense they're pushing, and they won't even defend me at home. I'm glad it does. Okay. Because the NCR is supposedly a democracy, but instead it's actually a social club for Brahmin barons and caravan houses to drain us, drive our livelihood and dignity. And I know, it happened to me. I grew up in One Pine, worked myself up to a full ownership of a nice little ranch. And then Brahmin barons came in and stole my property. They threatened me and shot at my house. When I went to the government for assistance, they told me I was on my own. I couldn't afford an attorney, and the local senator had already announced his support of the barons. That's okay, I said. I'll make a new one. Moved to this place, made a new ranch with Nakayama. When Stanton came in, he promised he wasn't interested in my lands. Years went by, and I almost started to believe him. A month ago, he changed his mind. His thugs burned my house down, threatened to kill me if I didn't leave, and shot my dog. So fuck the NCR. He's a Brahmin baron. Well, not a real one. He went into finance before he started building ranches in the hub. His dad was a Brahmin baron, though, a real one. I guess it doesn't matter much. They're all part of the same ruling class. He must be struggling since he was fine with leaving us alone until his legal troubles began. The rulers will always prioritize wealth over agreements. Goodbye, comrade.
Hey there, Missy. My name is Cheryl, but the people here call me Grandma McDougal. I'll only give you one guess why that might be. I haven't been able to do farm work for the last 8 months. Don't have the knees for it anymore. There's no way I'd be able to go on caravan raids. I spend all day in this chair. Whenever Jeremiah's here, he tries to make me as comfortable as he can. It's a little hard, though. He took this chair in a raid. It isn't mine. This old dog has some tricks up her sleeve. Don't you worry. They came at night. They gave us a warning because they threw gas bombs in the house 5 minutes later. The only reason I'm alive is because Jeremiah picked me up and ran while Jenna laid down covering fire. They didn't really shoot back at us, though. They shot around us and over us. After the attack, there was no talking to anyone here. We were all so angry. So we hit back. I'm not happy, but I can't blame him either. Bye-bye.
Hey there. Uh-huh. I'm not holding my breath for that. Your colonel seems like a real pioneer scout. Tell you what, we're not planning on raiding anything right now. There's probably a more opportune time to get him to agree, so keep this in your back pocket. Wait for a good time to bring it up with him, okay? Jenna McDougal. I'm Jeremiah's sister. Nice to meet you. Not much to tell, really. I've been a rancher since I was a kid. Ma's over there. Pa's in the boneyard. I'm a pretty good shot. Better than my brother. So I guarded the ranch from rat scorpions and geckos. That's about it. Well, Stanton and his boys took all of the food that we had in the house. And we have guns. Guns are great, but you can't eat bullets. So we started attacking caravans we thought were with Stanton. Turns out they weren't, but you can't unshoot a caravan. And I mean, fuck, we have nothing. So might as well make the best of it. Well, he stole our goddamn home, for starters. Sent his thugs to take our land. Honestly, if his little casa wasn't so heavily guarded, I would just kill him and surrender. He and his gunmen are the one we have beef with. Other than that, I know he has legal troubles. A lot of them. Can't tell you much else about him. Of course, I know his name. He probably doesn't know mine. It's fucked. I mean, there's no other way to describe it, right? Can't go home, can't raid, can't surrender, can't stop, can't go on. We have the supplies for now, but they'll run out soon. And when they do, we'll have to go raiding again. I don't know what'll happen then. By yourself.
Yama. It's nice to meet you. I'm the Guns and Ammo Man. I've been collecting guns and the ammo for nearly 2 decades at this point. Got myself quite an arsenal. Yeah, I was a quartermaster in the army for 2 years. Didn't like it much. Wasn't really a fan of kicking the locals off their land, so I didn't re-enlist. Didn't get any of the benefits, but whatever. The government wasn't gonna give them to me anyways. But I did like the guns, so I took a bunch of the broken weapons with me. I wasn't gonna throw them away. I hate the government. NCR's gun laws are driving me fucking crazy. They want to let agro-baron mercenaries take everyone's land and let NCR troops run roughshod over Baja, but I can't own an assault carbine? It's bullshit. If the NCR isn't gonna respect any of my rights, I have no reason to respect any of theirs. Oh, that commie shit? No. Beal's my friend and I get why he's angry like that, but I just can't understand why he would think the solution to an overzealous government stealing his land is to make an even bigger government. He's angry that his property is stolen, so he wants to abolish all private property so that it can't be stolen? How the hell would that solve anything? Being a citizen of the NCR requires consent from the person living there. The government isn't legitimate if there's no consent. If you don't agree with the government, then don't pay taxes, don't register, don't follow the laws, don't pay debts. Make your own IDs. Once the government is destroyed, then the people's right to private property can truly be protected. Yeah, I lived with Beal. Met him at a gun show in Santa Clara. We both liked guns, he was trying to make a new ranch. I offered to be a guard and the rest is history. If you're asking who signed the order, it was Stanton. I'm sure of that. The actual guy who kicked us off is Morden. Don't know much about him, honestly. I mean, all the elites are the same, right? Yeah, I know Morden. Met him at a Gunrunners Expo once. Goddamn psychopath. If he wasn't there leading the charge against us, I would have shot back and messed those mercs up with something special. But you have to pick your battles. You should never want a fair fight. Sure.
Oh, hello again. Oh, hello again. All right, let's talk. I mean, that would work for us. We do want Stanton to feel some pain, make him lose everything, but I'd have to talk it over with Jenna. Ideally, we'd want to join, but I can't imagine the Colonel would be up for letting us help with something like that. you'd have to lie to him and tell him that you took care of the raiders. Right now, we're hoping to have enough supplies to wait things out. Things are gonna blow up soon, and we can hope that Stanton and that new mayor kill each other. The hell we will. The criminals are Stanton and his goddamn mercs. They're the ones raiding us. Why aren't you making them turn themselves in? I mean, you're asking us to go to prison and then return to no homes. No person would ever make that decision. Well, that's true. Even prison would be an improvement to our current situation. Tell you what, get us an assurance from the colonel that we'll be well treated and we'll surrender.
Hello again. Have you located them? Good. What's the report? Interesting. I suspected jackals, but they're not particularly subtle in how they do things. Still, my troops can find jackals no problem. We can afford to pull some off the roads. I need to ask, what proof do you have? Understand that if we're attacked by jackals in the future, you would be criminally liable under NCR law. It's time to move on, though. I do, although I'm not sure if... No, it doesn't matter. The Baker Sheriff's Office is currently disorganized. I've been largely unable to reach Sheriff Nolan Crow, and have always been transferred to his deputy. I want you to investigate the situation, and then return here once things are resolved. That is unfortunate news, but I figured it was probably something along those lines. To be frank, he should be stripped of command. His deputy has otherwise done well, and given that practically all my conversations with the sheriff's office have been through him, I would be in favor of having Deputy McDaniel step up to the plate, resolve the situation, and return to me.
What do you need? What do you need?
I'm on duty, so make it quick. Yes? Give.
Oh, hello again. When Roy has needs reinforcements and the time is right, we'd be there to assist.
I heard what you've been talking about with the McDougalls. You want me to work with the NCR? Fuck that. I'm not about to walk into their arms like a lambs to the slaughter. Damn, you're right. They don't teach this stuff in theory. Alright, I'm in for now. The fight isn't over, though. It'll never be over.
Oh, hello again. I didn't think you could convince him, but I'm glad he sees that the deal's a good one. Tell your colonel that we're ready whenever he is.
I'm on duty, so make it quick. We're currently going through a transitionary period. If you can come back once we've resolved things, I can give you a better answer then. I'm on duty, so make it quick. I want to thank you again for getting Nolan cleaned up. I appreciate it. Well, all right, if you're up for it. It's time to bring the castle organization down. First thing we need is information. So, I'll send you down to the Black Chip Casino to scope it out. Are you ready? A lead on who their boss is. Or rather, their pit boss. The only information I could glean from the hub was the street name Bing Bong. But no birth name, no face, no race, no age. So we need to turn some gangsters into canaries. Well, that's good. You'll know what to watch for. Gambling's technically illegal in the NCR, but we've had to let it slide for a while. The Black Chip is a useful place to monitor criminal elements. It's one of the reasons we didn't come down too hard. Well, aside from the general instability and Nolan's alcoholism, previously it was just a kitschy little tourist trap. But now, some of the gang members work there, and it's time to get information. Great. I'm giving you a sheriff's badge if you need it. Head on down to the Black Chip. Ask some questions, get some leads, then return to me. Do you have something to report? I managed to get my friends in the Hub State Police to give us some of their hand-me-downs. Better radios, a couple more guns, some new recruits. We've also traded 2 of our broken police cars for detainment wagons. I've also returned us to beat cop patrols. 2 cops on the street at all times. These pairs will work 8 hours on the street, 2 hours training, and 2 hours with paperwork. Training will consist of an hour in the yard with Nolan and an hour of class with me. I also managed to convince the local MP office to allow us to use some of their cells for our criminals. The HMPD is too militarized for my liking. They view the streets as a war zone, and I think that's bad for building up trust with the community. That said, I'm hoping to bring us in line with the federal standards for police administration, training, and procedure. The rule of law is the only thing separating us from the wasteland, and it's our job to enforce it. There's the town hall shootout. We'll definitely need resources to fully investigate it. There's the high homeless population. We can't criminalize that. Many of them would take us up on our offer of 3 hots and a cot if we did. And finally, the indictment against Stanton. Okay. Homelessness is the big one. I can be tough on crime all I want, but if I can't get others to be tough on the causes of crime, it's going to be hard for us. I've requested assistance from the clinic, the community center, and the church to help us with prevention. Unfortunately, my requests for grant money for some temporary housing have been denied. I won't lie, it's frustrating seeing the HMPD get combat robots and military-grade weaponry when that money would be better served helping the poor. As far as Nolan and I are aware, the current mayor, Morton Stone, is a former soldier. Crow also believes him to be a mercenary, possibly a hired hand for hub-based Brahmin barons. There's a very large possibility that Stone executed everyone inside that building. I've tried to get warrants for investigating the town hall, but I've been denied on pretty much every level. The last person I asked told me that I should back off, which definitely means I should keep digging. Blackmail and bribery of the local sheriff. He was using Crow's alcoholism to force him to back off on certain criminal elements in the area. I'm definitely going to be bringing that case against him. But that's going to be a drawn-out battle. His lawyer, Shep, is one of the most effective attorneys money in the hub can buy. Frankly, he gives ghouls a bad name. But still, I'm confident we can win. Crow's agreed to testify when it goes to court. A dying criminal syndicate from the hub. One of the last of the human-majority criminal gangs operating on the streets. They used to be the largest, most powerful gang on the west side, but they've since been replaced by some new power on the streets. M Squad. The original leader is in Alcatraz, and the new leader, very likely Levi Castle, has been having trouble keeping their hold on their territory. Their little spat in the southeast they had last year must have weakened them something fierce, because they've been getting the hell kicked out of them. Not just by M Squad either. Smaller gangs, independents. And if reports are to be believed, even a strip-based crime family. Good question. For starters, it's what HMPD calls them. They picked up on the wire that the leader of the newest gang goes by M. We've been getting ghouls and humans alike with M tattooed on them. But as for a name, we don't have one. They've only been able to locate 2 lieutenants, both of which are ghouls. So we assume that M, whoever he is also a ghoul. There's also some indications that they've become New Reno's new favorite for Ultrajet distribution. The Castle organization's dope supply here might just be what they have left from when New Reno favored them. Gather information, build a case, bring them to court. It'll definitely be the longest case this town's ever had to bring. Okay. Make them quick. Assistance from the fort. That's great news. Still, I spent weeks calling the colonel for aid. I've been around long enough to know that all this help isn't coming for free. What changed? I see. So he wants us to hold down the town in case things get dicey. Fair enough. Well, now that things have stabilized around here, I most certainly can provide assistance. Return to your colonel and let him know that we're with him.
Hey again. Thanks for all your help. I don't think I could have sobered up without you pushing me. Better than being a sheriff, and I never thought I'd say that. It's good being able to show some of these young bloods some of my old frontier tricks. It's liberating, knowing that I don't have the whole town on just my shoulders anymore. And I feel like Bub really listens to me. He's been having me help the other deputies with improving their marksmanship, as well as learning the ins and outs of judicial forms. It's amazing what you can do with this stuff these days. Bub tells me that I can get warrants notarized over the phone. And I can access criminal records from every department in New California. Yeah, that's going to be helpful for making sure that the bad guys stay on the straight and narrow when they're released. I still hate doing it, but I can understand why he thinks this stuff is so important now. You know, that's really more Bub's jurisdiction now. But I will tell you that we're focusing on the Castle Criminal Syndicate. I'd like to get some deputies out to the junkyard and see if we can't deal with the drug users at the source. But I agree with Bub when he says that we don't have the resources for that. They're from the hub. My understanding is that the leadership has been taking some hits and is struggling with holding their own turf. So they sent some of their hoppers to try and squeeze some money out of us while we don't have other gangs yet to compete with. Bub thinks that if we take down the gangsters they sent here, we can get them to roll on the gangsters back in the hub. I don't know about that, but we have a plan, and we have to carry it out. A lot of homelessness in Baker comes from all those houses being torn down a couple months ago. Most of them gravitated to the junkyard, and it is a rough place. Go for it.
Hey there.
Beat it. Got no time for you.
Welcome back. My story is that I run a business in one of the better parts of Hub State. That's all you really need to know. It's not. That's why the real business is downstairs.
Evening.
What do you want? None of your business. Nah, not really. Shit, get off my back. Go bother Nut or Lunch outside and let them see your face. Then talk to him again in the casino. They'll get you some work if you bother them, but you gotta show them you want the work. For real. I'm not that guy though, so bother someone else. You again? I don't got time for you, asshole.
Enjoy your time at the Black Chip.
Evening.
Welcome to the Black Chip.
Yo, why are you talking to me? I go by Lunch. I don't want to be your friend. I do security at nights here. Sleeping. Don't kill no one. Don't cheat. Don't start shit. I don't piss no one off. And if you do drugs, don't fucking OD here. Bing Bong? Never heard of him. Yeah, I don't know anybody with that name. Who cares? That's your problem, not mine. Your boss? Higher ups? What do you mean? Ah, shit. You want to talk to Bing Bong? He's in the house just across the street. Just, leave me out of it. Yo, why you Ah, shit, man. I don't do that shit on shift. Piss off. I don't know. See me or maybe not tomorrow on the corners. Or maybe I got something for you.
I wish I knew more about what's going on in the Mojave. Seems like it's important.
Saw another family heading down the 15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination in mind.
Saw another family heading down the 15 yesterday.
What do you want? Damon, who the hell are you? Wrong house. Now leave. Look, I'm not going to ask again. You want to search this place? You get a warrant. Local punks are probably just putting you on. I wouldn't trust them. He's probably a drug dealer, and you shouldn't sell drugs. What do you want? What do you want? Well, I ain't got no... What do you want? Wish I could. What do you want? Because that's the law. What do you want?
Do you have something to report? That's unfortunate. If we don't have any clear proof from the groundwork, we'll need a wire. We'll bug the local phone booth, since we know that gangbangers tend to use them instead of their own phones. Give me a couple hours, and I'll have a warrant ready. The next step is going to be taking down the Castle Organization members and convincing them to flip. My plan is to locate their members in Baker, and then turn them state's witness against the hub-based group so that they can't come here again. To do that, we're going to need a wire. That's going to take me a couple hours.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You know, you're crazy for barging into a man's house and talking about how you're going to slaughter an entire town. You think you Caesar or something? You for real or just joking? Yeah? Well, I ain't feeling so peaceful. Young motherfuckers always think they're tough shit. What do you want? What do you want? Motherfucker, get out or I'll call the cops. What do you want? Thought so. What do you want?
Do you have something to report?
Hold up. I've said before that I'm not a fan of what you're trying to do here.
I know what you want us to do.
No, you don't.
You want to go vigilante style, guns blazing, shooting folks. Just like the old days. But I don't want to live the old days again.
This ain't about living the old days again.
No?
No. Building a case takes time. Time that we don't necessarily have. Takes resources and... Come on, you trust the Hub's DAs not to fuck it up?
Look, Nolan, you know my thoughts on the matter. I don't want us to end up like the HMPD. Playing vigilante is what puts us there.
Look, I've done this for most of my life, and somehow I've never managed to cause a riot or barge into the wrong home or...
That's never how it starts.
You keep saying that's the way it's gonna end up, but I don't think it will as long as you and I keep our heads straight.
We aren't going to be around forever. Anyways, I know it takes a long time, so I want to get started. You ready to roll? Got a wiretap for you. Head over and place it on the phone booth near the school. They're not going to use it if cops are watching, so back off once you put it there.
Hey.
Operator, how may I connect your call? One moment.
DRC East, how can I help? The Department of Roads and Commerce is the governmental body that deals with all comings and goings. Roads, trade caravans, it's all our business. From Shady Sands to the Mojave. Whoever goes through the gates, we record and ensure all the correct paperwork has been filed. Without regulations, everything would run amok. If everyone has the paperwork and is documented correctly, the less chances there are of smugglers. If we let people venture freely into NCR territory, contraband would flow through the streets. Legionary spies could come and go as they please. People hate the pencil pushers of the NCR, but some would say we're the first line of defense. Are you having issues with your chicken? Explain yourself and I'll try to help. I don't understand. The DRX 1708X is only required for state transitional commercial hauling, not... Oh, this is another prank, isn't it?
Operator. One moment.
Fort Weston, how can I help? This is an official phone line. Goodbye. Fort Weston. Those troops are dispatched for special use for within the Mojave Military Authority. They don't have jurisdiction to operate in Hub State. Afraid not. Colonel's currently indisposed right now, so I'm afraid not. You want the police department. I can transfer you. One moment.
One moment.
Yeah? What? Who is this? You call this number again and I will fucking kill you. Skin you alive, you hear me? Bye. Yeah? I'm not taking any interviews. Yeah? Sorry, we're in a meeting. The bar? Or how about you take care of your problems? Don't call this number again. Yeah? Motherfuckers in this town trying my patience.
One moment.
Hello, how can I help you? Bulk orders are 100 units. What would you like to purchase? All right, that will be 2,500 caps, or $6,520. Please have payment ready at the store entrance when you pick up the shipment. Great. See you soon.
Operator, how may I connect your call? One moment.
Hello, this is Hub University Medical Campus. How may we help you? Yes, but you wouldn't do it through here. You'd have to go through the Butch Harris Hub University Foundation. Sorry. I'm afraid not. Okay.
One.
Yes, this is Hub City Hall. What can we do for you? Please refer to the Hub Public Library Political Resources section, available on Mondays through Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. City Hall is explicitly forbidden from educating citizens on various political parties for reasons of neutrality. If you want to donate to the party, please see a registered political office. City Hall is officially nonpartisan. What are you talking about? You want to donate to the mayor's political office without even knowing how he's registered? Tell you what, why don't you take it up with the Hub State Campaign headquarters? Now goodbye.
One moment.
El Desierto Firefighters Department speaking. Is this an emergency? All right. All right, can you give me an address? All right, we'll send someone. Please remain calm.
You're the one that's been helping Colonel Royas, right? Come with me. We're under attack. The base is on lockdown. I don't know. Some mercs are rushing the south gate. Come on, quit wasting time.
Saw a caravan heading east earlier. Hope they know what they're walking into.
What were these idiots thinking? A handful of mercs against an NCR base? Wait. Shit. Where's the Colonel? Move right now! Get to the Colonel!
Saw a caravan heading east earlier. Hope they know what they're walking into.
Oh good, you're here. An attempt on my life. Mercenaries set up a diversion outside the southern gate, while assassins slipped into my office. They probably planned to escape while my troops swarmed the attackers. These assassins were able to get their hands on trooper armor, which means they were well connected. Morton is involved. Look, They didn't even burn their note from him. Amateurs. They must have been confident their plan would work. I'm fine. They didn't expect my security system, clearly. The turret saved my life. They neutralized the assassins before they could finish drawing their weapons. This is T-45D power armor, specially made for me during the Sierra campaign. I didn't expect to be wearing it again so soon. Morton made a huge mistake. We're heading to the town hall. We finally have the evidence we need to move against the mayor. Normally, I'd be hesitant, but after all your help, you've more than earned my trust. If you could convince others to help us, we'll accept the support, assuming they can handle themselves and won't get in the way. Let me know when you're ready to go.
One moment.
Lockhart State Penitentiary. What can we do for you? Which one? Any of them. Look, this isn't a social club. You want to speak to them? I need a name.
One moment.
Office of Archie Shep. What can we do for you? What's the nature of your crime? Very well. That would be 100,000 caps up front. It's the price you pay for perfection. Sure. You have a nice day now. Office of Art. Good day. Office of Art. Yes, he's a valued client. Absolutely not. If you only call to try and get us to breach attorney-client privilege, then this conversation is over.
Hello?
Do you have something to report? I'm concerned the Castle Gang will take this opportunity to cause chaos while the fight is going on. We will provide some deputies to secure the perimeter, but I will not be able to assist you directly. Do you have something to report?
Got some pizzas coming from Beast of the Arch Stop later today.
About fucking time. What kind?
Your favorite.
Alright, when's it coming in?
Give me about 7 hours, and you'll get your stuff.
You accounting for traffic by O-Stop?
Yeah, that's why it's 7.
Shit up anywhere else? Mo-Stop, Y-Stop, N-Stop, E-Stop? How are they doing?
They're still doing fine. Traffic down in those areas. Oh, who's the contact?
Gonna be G.
Alright, out.
So I'm not really familiar with all the lingo that you kids use today, but that's definitely code names for drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Pizzas are drugs, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, the one thing I liked back in the hub were the pizza shops.
Same. I kind of wish we had one here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
What was with the stops? I'd say B stop is Baker, but if it's coming from Baker, we should move now.
Nope. Not Baker. Baker's our stop.
How do you know?
It's the last letters. B stop is the hub. R stop is Baker. O stop is Nebo. Mo stop is Yermo. N stop is Fort Irwin. E stop is Irwinville.
How'd you work that out so fast?
The code names have to be simple because the bigger gangs employ a lot of kids. And the pit guys don't want long conversations because of the lip readers.
Back in my day, raiders didn't use code names.
Yeah, but back in your day, raiders would just open fire on you if they saw a badge coming.
So what's next?
Send a plainclothes to watch the deal.
Plainclothes being our friend here, yeah?
Yep. We don't know who G is. Head down to the corners and watch. Wait for the drugs and cash to change hands, arrest who's involved. Then, we use that arrest to put real pressure on the local leader.
Got the stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Okay. See ya, man.
What do you want? Oh, shit. Fine.
Nice to meet a member of the Castle family. Saxton Castle, nephew of Levi Castle. Street name, Grill. A photographed, documented exchange for Ultrajet for caps. That's damning for anyone.
Lawyer.
Let's avoid lawyers for a minute. Let's talk about you. No crime, just small talk.
Lawyer.
What I want to know is this. See, I remember you back from my HMPD days. You seem like a smart kid, and I mean that.
I'm pretty sure that this is my third time saying lawyer.
I'm not even asking questions right now. Camera's on, so your lawyer can review it when they get here. Nothing here is binding. Look, the fact of the matter is this. You are fucked. If you take the years, you're not helping anybody. You flip, help us, we get you a reduced sentence. Why don't you try talking to him?
You remind me of those fake followers wearing the Nicole shirts in the hub. I'm listening. Why? Damon. Damon Price. That's Bing Bong's real name. He live in town. Okay. Fuck. You guys better not leave me out to dry.
Good work. Next step is going to arrest Mr. Price and flip him over to our side. We do that, and the castle organization is done for. I'm going to take care of this paperwork for Grill's witness protection and get him sent over to the hub. Head over to Mr. Price and tell him that he's under arrest. Of course. You can't demand that people blow up their entire life and face gangland execution in exchange for nothing. That said, Grill will probably face at least 5 years in prison. 2 if he's got a good lawyer. And that's a good thing, isn't it? Grill came with you. No fuss, no trouble, no guns to your head. Clean and easy. Isn't that how everyone likes it? Anyways, I really do have paperwork to process. Trying to be a little efficient here. I'll be done when Mr. Price is in the room.
What are you doing inside my house? All right, let's go.
Damon Price. Not your typical gangbanger. B's and A's in Martha Rastello High School. Three years in the Central Hub Community College. Also pretty good grades. So I've got to ask, why are you a gangbanger?
I ain't a gangbanger. I don't sell drugs. You got the wrong man, police officer.
We've got your voice on tape. Everyone below flipped on you, and we got you.
Yeah? Anyways, go out. Find the stash. If they've stolen it, knock some heads around. Come back, get paid.
Yeah.
Okay, you got me here. What do you want to ask? You know, it's one of them street names. Hypothetically, if you were to ring the doorbell before a hit instead of knocking like the other soldiers do, you might be known as Bing Bong. I was being all hypothetical. That ain't an admission. Shit. Fuck it. Time to make a deal. You mean the big one, right? Thump? Yep. Thump is about to face a bunch of murder charges. He's probably going to lose us most of our territory, and I ain't so sure he's doing what Frost wants anymore. Sinking ship. I got a couple receipts hidden away. What are you offering?
I'll take it from here.
Negotiating time.
Mandatory minimum of 5 years for drug trafficking. HMPD has evidence tying you to a murder. That's another minimum 20.
Yeah, but you don't have evidence for the murder, right? So I'm just going to get the drugs charge.
We have 3 witnesses, including a mid-level boss. Plus, we have contacts in the HMPD.
HMPD is a bunch of incompetent fuck-ups. You know damn well they'll botch that.
There are, of course, other charges. You're a senior member of Castle Organization. By the others' accounts, 15 years in the game. That's going to come with a lot more penalties.
Unless I can make a deal, right?
If you have something to make a deal with.
Well, I'm a senior member in a dying organization, and I've been in the know. So, what other gangs you want to know about?
M Squad.
I don't know anybody with that name. Can you describe them?
Probably Ghoul Majority. Located in the Hub's Western District. No real details, but quite a few bodies.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. What can I get for the name?
You know the name?
Mm-hmm.
WitPro.
That's not extra. That's the minimum. Asking me to flip without WitPro? Shit.
Fine. Knock off the assault charge and 2 counts of possession.
Deal. Ariel Malouf.
M Squad is led by a woman?
Nah, he's a dude. It's Middle Eastern. Lebanese-Israeli. From the pre-atomic iniquity. Favorite subject in school.
Have you met him?
No, I've heard things. Survivor of the Soviet-American invasion of Turkey. Refugee to America. Survived the Great War.
I can't chop off all those charges for just a name and a vague, possibly fictitious background. I need something else.
Fictitious? Fine. You want real shit? I got names and backgrounds of 4 of his lieutenants on the Hub's west side, and their new Reno Connect. That information's good.
Okay, now we're talking. Let's begin the testimony. All right. Thanks to you, it's going to be a while before the Hub's criminal elements will get their hands on this town again. Or until we get our own homegrown criminal element. Anyways, here's your payment. The town of Baker thanks you. Do you have something to report? You can count on us to provide support. Crow and I will help you secure the town hall, and I'll have deputies posted outside to assist as needed.
Hello again. You did right by me. About time I pay it back. Just point me at what needs shooting.
Welcome back.
Did you need medical assistance? The clinic is barely scraping by as it is. I'm sorry, but you will have to sort out your own medical care. If things were more organized, we could probably lend you some supplies. But with how things are right now, we just don't have enough to go around. We can't help the troops until we're able to clear some beds. I'm sorry.
What do you need?
Did you need medical assistance?
Hello again. Are you ready? We need to get the troops together. Hello again. I'm glad you're ready. I knew I made the right choice hiring you. Let's get going. Come on!
Get back! This is your last chance. You can't kill us all. No way! I won't go down like a coward. Fuck. I don't know what I was thinking hiding back here with this thing. Alright, I'll surrender peacefully.
You did the right thing, sparing him. Seems like he was just a kid. We'll take him into custody and give him a fair trial. We've secured the town hall and Morton is nowhere to be found. Coward left his own troops here to die. The west gate is secure, and that's the only way out of here. He's got to be holed up in the compound at the top of the hill. We're gonna need to attack it head on. Let's go. There's no time to waste. Come on. Had enough? That's it then. Morton Stone is dead. His mercs are either in the dirt or running for the hills. My troops will round up the stragglers. If they're smart, they'll drop their guns. If not, well, we'll handle it. You handled yourself well. Consider this your official debriefing. Go get some rest. What about him? We don't have any hard evidence to arrest Frick Stanton. Him asking you to keep tabs on me is just how those guys operate. Nothing but work on your mind, huh? Damn, a soldier like you in every company and we'd be miles past the Colorado by now. I might have some work for you. Come see me in my office when you're ready. Baker is a mess right now, and its people are scared. I can't imagine they expected a fight like this to go down in the middle of town. We will need to earn the trust of Baker citizens again, and prove that the NCR can protect them. It won't be easy, but no worthy cause ever is. You mean the ones you dealt with, right? Are you kidding me? You know we have laws in place for a reason, right? You can't just go dancing around them and hope everything works out. Due to extenuating circumstances and considering the help you've already provided me, I will consider a full pardon if they testify against Stanton in court. They'll also need to support us in the coming siege against Casa Stanton, at least in securing the outer perimeter. If they want their homes back, they'll have to earn them. Understood? Good. I'll send a messenger to make contact with the ranchers. Come meet me when you're ready to move.